Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to my dear students. I hope all of my students and people who are watching me, you will be fine. Now this is our next lecture, our next video, which is about the functions and limits. This is second year mathematics and chapter number is 1 of this mathematics. In this video we will learn about some more kinds of the function. These are kinds of the functions are explicit functions, implicit functions and parametric functions. Before starting this lecture, I will request you please go to my YouTube channel and watch the previous lectures, because previous lectures are relating to this lecture. If you understand the last one lectures, then it will be easy for you to understand this new one lecture. Now let's begin our lecture. Explicit functions, implicit functions and parametric functions. First we differentiate between the explicit and implicit functions. Which are the explicit functions and which are the implicit functions? It's very easy to understand about the explicit and implicit. If there is a function in which easy to differentiate between dependent and independent variable, then this function is said to be explicit function. And if there is any difficulty to describing between the dependent variable and independent variable, in this case function is said to be implicit function. I give you some example. This is the example of the explicit functions. Let's suppose we write here f of x, that is equals to x plus 5, or you can write y is equals to x plus 5. Now look at this function. In this function we can easily find out y is dependent variable and x is independent variable. This function is said to be explicit function. And now come to the implicit functions. Implicit functions are those functions in which it's difficult to find out dependent variable and independent variable. Let's suppose I write here a function which is f of x, that is x square minus 3xy plus y square. Now look at this one. In this case it's difficult to find out, it's difficult to differentiate between dependent and independent variable. In this case function is said to be implicit function. Now our next is parametric functions. Parametric functions are those functions in which two different variables are a function of the single variable. I give you some examples of the parametric functions. Let's suppose y is a function of t. Within this, x is a function of t. These both different variables are function of a single variable. In this form, these two functions are said to be parametric functions. I give you one more example of this function. Let's suppose y is equals to t plus 1 and x is equals to t square plus 2t minus 1. Y is depending on t and x is also depending on t. In this case, these two functions are said to be parametric functions. There is a problem which is relating to the parametric functions. That one is the question number, I think question number is 7 of exercise 1.1. So keep watching my next videos, because I'm having some more interesting videos which are very informative, and also you can have some more problems which are relating to these functions. So keep watching my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is School of Mathematics by Muhammad Marwan. Inshallah, I will be at your services in my next video. Until that, Assalamu alaikum and goodbye.